Hey everybody out there, this is Steve from IPSOFACTO IT Services, and this is video 1 about HIPAA compliance, which I think is backwards in this video. HIPAA compliance is something that is regulated by the federal government and definitely by a branch called the OCR. And what they're trying to do is protect your medical records from being stolen and sold to other people. So let's say you have cancer. Well, there are a lot of people that would be very interested to know that you have cancer so they can sell you stuff. So this federal government of ours wants you to be protected. Let's say you have a medical office and you have a bunch of patient records in there. Well, the federal government is going to demand that you are HIPAA compliant, and if you're not, they will shut you down. So it is that bad, and there are a million cases. You can Google that online and see all of the companies that have been shut down, or let's say they're working with Sutter, or I don't know, one of those big hospital chains like Kaiser or whatever. And those big hospitals, which are very, very strict about HIPAA compliance, find out that you are not HIPAA compliant, well, they will either stop the contract with you or they will report you, because you not being HIPAA compliant as their vendor jeopardizes their own HIPAA compliance. Also, generally you have to sign a BA in order to work with those people, and the BA says, am I HIPAA compliant? And it'll ask you a bunch of questions about what makes you HIPAA compliant. And if you can't answer them, then either the contract's over, or you're reported, or they don't work with you at all. So, if I were a guy who was going to get my eyes done, and I was going to an office that didn't care about my medical records, anyway, HIPAA compliance by IPSOFACTO is a process. It will create 12 reports, all of which you could submit in the case of an audit. You do the audit once a year, and you can even fail after a couple months, but at least you're doing the audit once a year, and you will have all the reports that say you're HIPAA compliant, so you can sign the BA and you can work with companies who demand very strict HIPAA compliance, or just prove it to your patients. Anyway,